what's up guys, Mr. Free Coiner here. Thank you for joining me today. I am coming to you with a couple things here, pretty interesting that I find. As you can see here, this article from the Daily Hodl says, Ripple says banks using xCurrent are looking to upgrade to XRP-Powered xRapid. Now, this is, as you know, good news, because there are quite a few companies out there right now, or banks, that are using xCurrent, and to see them go, move on and adopt xRapid would be an awesome thing, right? I'll go ahead and read some of the quotes from Mr. Burla. And he says, xRapid is seeing greater traction among payment providers, including Currencies Direct, Mercury FX, and V Americas, whereas the banks are not quite ready to take the plunge into the nascent cryptocurrency space. However, Mr. Burla reports that some banks using xCurrent are now looking to use xRapid for the second phase of their projects. Mr. Burla says that Ripple developed this technology with scalability in mind. To deploy something for Standard Chartered Santander Bank of America, our solution needs to scale hundreds of thousands of transactions per second. This was in the design from the outset, he says. Burla made the comments to the financial outlet The Banker, which interviewed Burla in collaboration with Deutsche Bank in July. The interview recently caught fire on Twitter. Ripple's xRapid is designed to utilize XRP to power instant cross-border transactions between financial institutions. Ripple co-founder Chris Larsen recently offered a thorough description of how the technology works. xRapid, that's a component of RippleNet that allows payment providers to lower the cost and liquidity for their global payments. So it allows, for example, a bank that's trying to send money to Mexico to use XRP as the intermediate currency. They don't necessarily have to hold XRP, but it's used to make things very efficient. So an example, a customer is going to a remittance company in the US. Those dollars are now exchanged into XRP through Bittrex, which is a great exchange. It immediately settled in XRP in seconds. Bitso, an exchange, then provides the exchange between XRP and Mexican peso that can now be delivered to a Mexican bank, which, because they have a real-time system in Mexico, allows that to go through in the customer's account very quickly. Now, this allows payment providers, banks, and their customers to move value in 1 to 2 minutes versus days, or a process that might mask those days but have to charge for the settlement risk and costs. So yeah, as we already know, of course, this is what xRapid basically gives the customer the ability to make these settlements very quickly, and it only behooves them to go ahead and move into that, and it's inevitable. I mean, we know that they're going to go ahead and upgrade to it because it's going to save them more money, it's going to save time, and it's going to help them even grab a larger market share, right? Because some of these banks are not the top banks, so they'll be able to grab more market share from the larger banks who are not actually adopting xRapid. So this is very good news. Now, as we know, also Money 2020 was going on today, and I think it went ahead and wrapped up today. Now, I was looking at Twitter, and I think it was XRP Crow, I believe his name was. He provided this infographic, basically comparing Ripple and Swift, or their softwares, and just how they actually stack up against each other. All in all, Ripple is a much better, as we know, much better product. So it's just going to provide much more, or rather a bigger advantage over Swift and also save them money, also save time. It's gonna just do so much better, so much more for the everyday user, for us on this end trying to send money to whomever it may be. It's just going to do a whole lot more for us. But I'll leave this down in the link to this down in the description so you can check it out. It's really pretty interesting as I was looking through it. Now here this article is speaking about it says the loan provider takes, this loan provider takes Ripple XRP as collateral. Now this is Nexo's or Nexo, and basically they're taking XRP as collateral, so you can borrow money against your XRP. Here, let's see here. Speaking exclusively to CNN, Nexo Loans managing partner Antony Trinchev revealed that the company is raising the loan to value ratio for XRP from 30% to 40%. This means that if a user deposits $10,000 worth of XRP, they get an instant credit line of $4,000. Currently, only Bitcoin and Ether have a higher LTV ratio of 50%. Speaking about the general growth of Nexo loans, Trinchev said the reception of Nexo's crypto loans has been phenomenal. In under 6 months, we have 120,000 people on the platform, and we've already serviced tens of millions of dollars in 40 plus countries in the 200 plus jurisdictions we are currently operating in. So me, I'm not quite sure I would take part in this. I don't, it's kind of hard to say. It depends on where you are, but I mean, nonetheless, it is definitely something else that's basically going to help the adoption of XRP and I guess crypto as a whole. So definitely good news. Always, anytime you can utilize XRP, and put it out there more for the general user to find out about it and know the different ways it can be used. It's always a good thing. I mean, like I said, everyone's in a different place, and just kind of depends on whether you do absolutely need it or not, or if it's going to help you in whatever you're doing. All right, so if we take a look at the current price, we are at 46 cents. It did kind of pop up since yesterday and a couple other days. We had a bit of a rise in price, which is good. And I know right now it's really kind of looking more like a sideways movement. But guys, I really feel like, it's kind of like what's happening at this moment is that they're just soaking the wood with gasoline, right? They're just, getting ready for a bonfire, and they're just pouring more and more gasoline on it just to make sure that when it does get that spark, it's going to absolutely explode. So, guys, I'm going to tell you, you're going to have to stand back, because once this goes off, it is going to be phenomenal. Now, when that's going to happen exactly, who can say? I mean, we're not on the inside. None of us, really, possibly Ripple Riddler and Bearable Guy are. That's the general feeling. But, as far as we go, really all we can do is kind of look at the market, look at what's happening, the news and whatnot. And, me, as you already know, I typically kind of check things out and just try to listen to what my gut tells me, and honestly my gut is telling me that we are definitely due. We're in for a huge run up, and it's going to start, I feel, very, very soon. Now, if I had to put a time on it, I would give it again between I would say the 1st of November and the end of the year. That's, well, you know what? I'm not going to put an end date on it. I feel it's going to start towards the beginning of November is when we'll start seeing something. But again, I could be very, very wrong. The market is being manipulated. So, who knows what's actually going to happen? It could be, it could be that the big boys, they may not want it to go up at that time. But, historically, the time for a bull run is around, around now. So we could very well be looking at something. And then, again, if you're listening to Bearable Guy and Ripple Riddler, we're getting hints that something dramatic is going to happen here within the next couple months. Guys, so just make sure that whatever you're doing, whether you're checking out more videos, checking out more information, just know that you have, as far as I'm concerned, and I must say that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving any financial advice. I'm just sharing my opinion with you. So, just understand that. But I do feel like we have all made a very, very good decision in this investment in Ripple, in XRP rather. I think this is probably, I can definitely say this is the best investment that I have made since I've been in the crypto space. Okay, and the best decisions I've made by just holding on and just letting everything play out, because previously I wasn't educated on it. I didn't do hardly any research. I was simply going along with people who really didn't know very much either. So guys, I think we are, we're in a good place. So let's just see how this, how things go, and encourage each other. Definitely appreciate you guys. I appreciate the fact that you're subscribing and watching and all of that stuff. And if you have not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the post notification button, and come back and see me. I'll definitely be trying to put up more information as it comes out. I know it's been pretty boring lately, but again, I feel like this is the quiet before the storm. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Take care of yourselves, and God bless.